So what we have here is the original tower, all granite built from 1910, very typical of its period. It was originally built to distribute electricity to all different parts of West Cornwall. I can only imagine that it was just full of electrical equipment.
One of the switchmasters responsible for controlling the switches in this building was a famous poet called Arthur Caddick, who was quite a quirky character. He was really well dressed. So I had this vision of him coming up here in his bow tie, in his eccentric velvet suit.
He's very well known in the area, and apparently he used to recite his poetry on the bus, whether they liked it or not. It carried on as an electricity substation until the 50s when it was decommissioned.
A farmer bought it, and then it was just left completely redundant. All the windows had been smashed, there were no doors, so it had been left open to the elements for over 50 years. We lived locally, so we had obviously seen this building and really loved it. When we bought the tower from the farmer in 2019, we were just boyfriend and girlfriend, responsibility-free. We knew we wanted to have a family in the not-too-distant future, so this building definitely was about planning for that and giving us the space that we needed.
For us, we just saw this opportunity, this old derelict tower. We could just visualise and look up and see it working as a home. The tower is juxtaposed completely with what is a very angular, contemporary, timber frame, timber-clad extension.
In the main tower, we have a kitchen on the ground floor. We then have a lounge above that and a mezzanine bedroom at the very top. In the extension, we have a ground floor bedroom and another one above with a beautiful bathroom. The extension is very different in terms of its construction and shape. We designed this glass link that links the old and the new, so there was a really clear divide between the old tower and the newer addition. We tried to ensure that the main structure still felt industrial and had links to its industrial past.
The circles you see made out of clay are the biggest identifier of what it used to be. Those were the entry points for the high voltage cables.
There was a network of electricity poles that surrounded the tower, so we've taken all of those down. I really do love this red brick arch. It took quite a lot to save it, but I'm so glad we did because I think it makes a real impact. Come on in. So, welcome to the kitchen.
This room is actually the same physical space as what it was before. We knocked down the original porch, which was a concrete block structure which is actually decaying, and we've replaced it with this lightweight timber version, which gave us the flexibility to put in the big corner windows here. The ceiling needed to come out. It was reinforced concrete, all the metals were rotting. But what we've done to retain the character is leaving the big chunky joists with the herringbone struts, metal conduit, just to keep that industrial feel.
We managed to find some old switches that we've now refurbished into electrical light switches. We really respect what this building is. It is an industrial building, but then it also has to reflect the interests of its occupants.
Shall we go on the sofa, Daddy?
Okay.
Let me tuck this one in. More than anything, I love watching my daughter here. So full of energy and full of life. That for me is joy, which is amazing. In terms of how we approach the interior, it was a real balance between a modern extension paired with an older heritage building. We've gone for the modern rustic feel. We chose furniture that had history and patina, this is an old workbench, so you can see the cut marks and saw marks, and if our daughter draws all over it, it really doesn't matter because it's all part of its history.
This is the original part of the building, the old tower. But then as we come on through here, that's where it leads on to the new addition via the link. So now we're in the link, you can see this is the original external wall of the tower. And it kind of now just seamlessly blends with the new addition. These old bolts used to mount electrical equipment, and we now use them as coat hangers or to hang a painting off of. Leaving this exposed means that even when you're in the new part, you're still looking through at the old part. It just feels quite harmonious.
The bedrooms in the extension have quite a different vibe. The shape of this room is very angular by nature to make the most of the light, and also to hide the bulk of the extension on approach to the tower. So when you see the tower, you see it in its entirety. We really wanted to create a cohesive scheme between the tower and the extension through the use of materials and colour. So, for example, the colours that you see on the walls is the same colour that we've taken through into the main tower. Whilst this room is a guest room at the moment, I think our daughter is soon going to want her own room. So I'm looking forward to making this hers and giving her her own space. Can you see Daddy through your binoculars?
Yeah.
What's Daddy doing? We've been through a lot here. Morph proposed on the roof, mid-renovation. We got married, and then just as we finished, I fell pregnant with Posey. Can you see any rainbows?
No.
No? I was really quite poorly when I had Posey, and I took quite a few months to recover from that.
Mummy.
Yeah? This building was serenity and gave us a place of calm amongst the craziness of life.
Boing. Boing. Boing.
When we really needed it the most. Woo! And we absolutely love being parents, don't we? And seeing the building turn into this amazing family space. She's brought more life to this building, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, your trousers are coming down.
So we're now on the middle floor of the tower, and we're in the lounge. We wanted it to feel like a tall building. We wanted you to be able to get that feeling within it. From the inside, you can now see vertically from the kitchen, up through this walk-on glass, up through this lounge area, up past the top floor bedroom, and right out to the sky. The living room has kind of ended up like our sort of like winter cosy room. Although it's not the biggest, we've got the terrace out here, which gives it that sense of space. So you could just walk on out here and you get the view looking out over the garden. We've got about an acre here, but you can see all the trees we've planted.
This is the top bedroom in the tower. We originally just had the 2 floors, but we created this bedroom as a mezzanine level, which has now given us the 3 floors. With the mezzanine and this open, lofty feeling, it feels a lot more spacious, and there's a lovely connection with the lower levels. As well as having the main central light well, it has its own light well across the bed, which can be really lovely for stargazing on a clear night. We expose the granite wall that you can see here. That's worked really well.
The tower has another hidden feature, and that is the roof terrace. You see a lot of estate agents listing places with a 360-degree view, but I think we're one of the few places where you can legitimately say there's a 360-degree view. You've got the south coast over here. You can see the most southerly point in the UK right there, and then it sweeps around right across mid-Cornwall over to the north coast, the sort of St Ives direction over here.
Do you want to clip her on and lead her around?
Yeah.
Towards the house. Look up your right. Be careful of the tree.
What it is today is in my mind exactly how I visualised it the first day we ever saw it as a derelict building in a field. So I suppose, yeah, on reflection, really lucky that the stars did align and we were able to do what we wanted to do.
We always just felt it had a personality, and from the outset we recognised it as being a living thing, maybe. You definitely feel like the building is looking after us and guiding us through our life.
He's giving him a kiss, isn't he?
I don't think we ever anticipated just how much we'd enjoy living here.